Who did something interesting they'd like to share? Yes.
I took a nap yesterday and went all over my house.
Alright, yes. Anybody else? Yes. Go ahead. Cool. Alright, everybody ready on 3 on me? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead. Cool. Yeah, I enjoyed being home yesterday. Alright, everybody ready on 3 on me?
When?
Yesterday.
When did I have?
Alright, everybody ready? On 3 on me. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I am not scared to test.
I am not scared to test.
Because I'm confident.
Because I'm confident.
I am confident.
I am confident.
Because I know the material. Alright, who would like to read? Go ahead.
Which comes from the teaching of biography in history, Carter G. Woodson.
Very good.
What is forebears?
One of the things, forebears is like your ancestors. One thing Carter G. Woodson, he wrote his book, The Miseducation of Negro, like about 100 years ago. All right, and the question was educating black people just like it is now. Okay? The thing about it is, open that door. The thing about it is, when he was writing this book, he has to sit right there for a minute. He was writing this book, he would have different things going on. Some of the same things and issues that African Americans they have now in 2022 that they had in 1923. Okay? So he started Black History Month because he wanted black people to have an idea of their history. And they didn't just come over here as slaves, different things like that, and the things that were done so that they would have an interest in school. Because if you don't see yourself in school many times, you don't do what you need to do. Okay? All right, now, this is Carter G. Woodson. He founded Black History Month. He has one that we're not watching today. So. All right, but he also has one of my favorite quotes of all time. You know, if you control what a man thinks, you don't have to worry about his action. Now, you go on from there, but that's one of my favorite quotes of all time that he wrote in his Miseducation of the Negro. All right, so what I want to show you today in class, we're talking about, let me get it up, put it up. All right, we're talking about scatter plots. All right, a scatter plot is basically you got more than one point on one straight line. Okay, it's talking about maybe different things that you need. You have different amount of information with 2 different variables. Y'all sit over there real quick while we're recording. Different bits of information that you need, and it might be scattered. It might not just be along one line. So that's called a scatter plot. Okay? Plot. All right, you can write that down. All right, now you flip the page. All right. Scatter plot. Okay. All right, now. Hold on. All right. Now. I got you. Come on, let me see that. All right, well, you can wait there. All right.
I just want to get on the camera.
I know you did. That's why you broke your pencil later. All right. All right. Now, so excuse me, y'all. Scatter plot is used to investigate the relationship between 2 variables. All right. Now, a correlation or a trend means how the points in the scatter plot are related to each other. Okay. Now, there's several different relationships that you can see. All right. You notice everything's trending upward, right? So what's that? If it's going up, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. All right. And if it's trending down, that's what?
Negative.
Negative. All right. Now, if it's doing neither of them, or it's nothing, it's neither. Okay. correlation when they're just too scattered to have any relationship. Okay? Any questions so far? All right? Yes.
What's that reason?
Which one?
Second.
Negative.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
Correlation.
Is that an N or Q?
That's an N on the end. Okay, correlation. All right, now, let's look at this first one. It's going to give you an idea of how to do it. Okay? Now, in some of them, the first step in doing this is look at the correlation. Right? So what's the first step? Is to look at the what?
Correlation.
Correlation, right? Now, is this correlation positive or negative? Negative. I can see because these are trending downward that they'll be negative. So which one can I eliminate off rip? C. I can eliminate C because it has a positive slope. We're looking at the slope. The slope tells us about the correlation. Okay? All right. So now let's look at, now remember you got y is mx plus b, where you got the y-intercept would be here, and your slope would be here. Okay? So let's look at the y-intercept, all right, which is 80. And we're going to draw the 3 lines this time. I'm going to show you another way after that. So each one of these represent 10, and between them is 5, right? So it said 2, which would be halfway down, and then 5. So if I was to draw a line through these points, that would put me here, right? All right. Now, the next line I'm going to draw with green. Okay? And that'll be this line, 75 and 205 as well. So 75, 2 5, and I draw the line like that. Okay? And now the last one, I'm going to put in red. Okay? And that's also 75, but it's 3/5. So a little bit further down, 5. So it's like this. Okay? So out of A, now which one do you think is the line of best fit? How many of y'all say A? How many of y'all say B? How many of y'all say D? The answer is B. And the reason why is because it goes through the middle. So the answer is D. B, excuse me. This is your answer. And the reason why is because the line goes through the middle of all points. So it's like sliding right through the middle, so it correlates with every line. So that is your line of best fits. It's the one that each line can identify with the most. Okay? That's why it is B. Okay? Any questions? All right, I'm going to do one example, then we'll be ready to cook with grease. All right? Remember, you know the process, you don't have to worry about the problem. All right, now, looking at this correlation, because that's the first thing you look at is the correlation, what can we eliminate off rip? A and what?
B.
B. I can eliminate A and B. Why? Because it's a negative correlation. So now all I got to do is use one of the slopes, use one of the points, and see which one it is. So I'm going to use this purple this time. All right, and I'll do C. I'll see if C is it. All right, so I'll say -2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do I have to go any further? This is C. I just drew a line for C. Do I have to go any further? Huh? No, because that would be the line of best fit. C. Now, if I did it, and I'm going to show you the difference and why I picked that. So I'll do D in red. So this time that's -2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You see the difference in D? You see why it does not cross through and is not a best fit for these scatter plots? Y'all see that, right? That's why we chose C, the one in purple. That's why C is correct, because it goes through almost all of the points in the scatter plot. All right? Yes.
So whichever one goes through the most points, that's correct.
Yes, that's the correct answer. It goes through the most points, or either it's in the middle of all the points, okay? That's the line of the best fit. That's the line, and that's what most of them have in common. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, that's the answer. Any questions? All right, so yes.
So when we do it, we go to -2 and go down 3 and over 5?
Yes, if that's your slope.
Okay.
You don't do it like that all the time. It's whatever your slope is and your y-intercept.
Uh-huh.
But like I told you, sometimes you can look at it and see the correlation and eliminate some of them just by looking at the slope and see how, if it's positive correlation, will it have a negative slope?
Mm-mm.
No. And if it's a negative correlation, will it have a positive slope?
No.
No. So that's all you got to do. Any questions? All right. Y'all out there, y'all have a great rest of the day. All right, you can top that.
Let me see that. Man, this the best teacher in the world, man.
I don't know about that.
This the best student.
But y'all finish this up. Y'all also got